Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 23rd of January, 2023. Good streaming day, of course, as usual. Let's talk about the specifics. First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I in-depth discussed what's going on with Signalis, how sadly it seems like a playthrough no one's really enjoying besides maybe me. And, a little bit about open discussion of what we should do about indies moving forward, because everyone claims that they want more indie games. But then I play a game like Signalis per your requests, and it doesn't do very well. Attendance is low, engagement is low, support is low. How can I continue to play games like that? I need to maintain games that are going to be entertaining for my open audience here, not just for me. See? That's why I don't play a lot of indies, quite frankly. But anyway, we did an in-depth discussion about that on the show this morning. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Then, we also went into detail about the upcoming Super Bowl event. By the way, thank goodness that last night we hit the Super Bowl marathon goal of the 600 members for the month of January. You want to know why? Today, one of the sub bombs expired. It was 40. So we went from 600 members down to 560. If we didn't hit that goal last night, we might not have hit it at all this month. So it was actually a very good thing. Thank you to everyone yesterday who rallied with those memberships. That really helped a ton. Thank goodness we hit it, and we've locked into that event. Okay? So we talked about that and, got some ideas of things. People throwing some ideas out, things that I should do, things that I should eat, etc. By all means, as you watch that podcast, please continue to give your support and or suggestions in the comments, so I know what exactly the kind of stuff that I should look for that event coming up in early to mid-February. It's February 11th. Okay. Outside of that, some Q&A and some game news. Nothing too spectacular. The first stream today was One Piece Odyssey. First of all, we had a scare right in the middle of me doing the stream. My animation stopped working. I couldn't get animations to play for tips or anything. I was like, what's going on? Come to find out, Streamlabs pushed an update out today. But if you were logged into Streamlabs, it screwed it up. So I need to log out of Streamlabs, log back in, and then it started working again, all the animations. I was like, geez, like crisis averted, because I thought somehow my animations weren't going to work, and now I was going to run to try to find some other service to use for animations, which would really suck. Or manually doing animations, because that would suck, because then I wouldn't have any text attached to them. Anyway. Good news is it was only about a half an hour where things were screwed up, and then they got back to normal. And also the good news is we finished with Alabasta. We did finish the first major plot line of One Piece Odyssey after, get this, 16 hours. However, the game, if you can believe it, then immediately makes you go back to Alabasta. I wish I was kidding. I don't know what they were thinking. It's incredibly poor writing. You just spent 15 hours there. Why are we going back? Anyway. It is what it is. We beat the first major plot line. It looks like the going back to Alabasta is not a permanent thing. It's just a temporary thing to get you to a new area. Okay. So anyway, thanks to anyone who attended, engaged or supported with that stream. I know One Piece isn't the best stream I'm doing right now, but I like it, and at least people are showing up, and the streams are doing at least okay. Thanks for that. Tonight's late stream was Warzone. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't do very well tonight. I really tried my hardest, and I was just losing situationally. Sometimes it was really bad luck where I just wasn't finding great weapons. Other times, I swear, I was doing things correctly and somehow I would just die. There were times that it was inexplicable. A couple gulag losses where, I would just die instantly, one shot. Like, huh? How did I die to one shot in the gulag? Maybe it was a insanely perfect headshot. I don't know. Other times, my partner and I are flanking one of our enemies. We kill him, and then we both instantly die. You lost the gulag. What happened? Did a grenade blow up? Did someone else get us? How did they shoot us both at once? I don't know. No kill cam in gulag, so you don't even know what happened. There were other situations where I know absolutely I was aiming down the sights and firing at the enemy, and somehow I would just instantly die. So it could be a various combination of things. It could be the connections. It could be I didn't have as good weapons as I would have liked. Who knows? But basically, I tried my best and didn't do so well tonight. So it kind of sucks, because it's another situation very similar to last week, where it was a night where I was hoping to make up for an already slow day the day before. And then because, I didn't do great and I didn't hit the bounties tonight in Warzone, it ended up being, overall today, another relatively really slow day. And sadly, we didn't have that big membership support like we did yesterday either. So that's 2 straight days, basically. I'm hoping, really, tomorrow. It's not a 3-peat. I'm hoping that tomorrow. Now, the thing is, for Signalis, I don't think there's much I can do. I hope that anyone who likes the game will show up and support the stream. But at this point, I'm not really too hopeful for it. Like I said, it seems like every time I play Signalis, less people show up and less people engage, and even the people who show up don't engage and disengage and say it's boring. We are nearing the end of it. I think at this point we're 8 hours in. Everyone says the game's 10 to 14 hours. So depending on how it goes tomorrow, maybe we'll finish it. If we don't, one more late stream to finish it. I need to finish the game before Dead Space on Friday. I can't play 2 survival horror games at once. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Again, great chill stream. One of the most popular streams I'm doing. Would be great if you could come by and chill with me tomorrow night, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. And please, if you can, tomorrow, if you can support the streams, even if you don't like Signalis, if you could come support the Level 1 podcast beforehand, if you could support the late night stream of Oblivion, I would really appreciate that, because now it's a string of slower days, and I would like to make up for that and hopefully not have a slower end of the week, okay? All right, that's really it. There's not really much else to talk about here. The only final thing I'll say is there was no new YouTube short today. I do have other YouTube shorts saved up, but they're all Warzone. I don't want to keep releasing Warzone every day. What I'll probably do tomorrow is release a Warzone short, because I haven't done one in 2 days now. And I also have a montage. It's a 5-minute montage of the silliest, funniest moments from the Warzone stream 2 times ago, where it was the laggy stream, the one where all the connections were bad, the servers were screwed up. That was a hilarious stream, and someone actually made a nice montage video, about 5 minutes of that. I'm going to release that on my day off on Wednesday, so you guys have something interesting and fun and new to watch when I'm not here, okay? And then when I come back on Thursday, it's Ask the King. So I should reiterate to all of you as well who aren't here for the podcast, post up your questions for Ask the King. If you're a member, there's a members-only thread on the main channel page of DSPGaming under the members tab. If you're not a member, just go to DSPGaming.com. And if you scroll down there, you'll find the Ask the King section. Please post up your questions. The more questions I get, the better that show is this coming Thursday. Okay? And, of course, we're all excited for Dead Space Remake coming out on Friday. I think that's where we're actually going to get a pickup of attention and people getting excited for the channel. So we'll see. All right, guys? That is it. Thanks a lot. Please have a good night. I hope to see you for a very strong, fun, final consecutive streaming day of the week tomorrow. Peace out. Have a good night.